Without his presence and charisma, Kevin Hart would have never reached the levels of success that he has. Lucky for you, this video is going to break down exactly what he does to be so charismatic and likable so that you can steal it and start using it for yourself. I promise you, if you start implementing these things, it will make you more charismatic, more successful, and get you the things that you want out of life. But I will warn you, the last thing is the most important, so don't ignore it. It'll increase your charisma instantly. Number one, Kevin Hart is a great storyteller.
Nothing good ever happens at work. It's always bad. Babe, let me tell you about this bitch Sabrina at the office today. Okay, first of all, she comes in the office with white stockings on and black shoes. Excuse me, bitch, Labor Day is over. Excuse me. Thank you. Backspace, delete that.
There's no middle ground.
Right.
You know, there is no handshakes anymore. It's how you doing?
Right.
And it's like, a handshake is so much better to get a moment. Like, we can talk if that's what you want. No, yo, say it now. Well, it's kind of weird because you're doing this to me. It's kind of weird to have a conversation. So
I'm gonna tell you one of the worst things that happened to me.
Okay.
I'm having like a phenomenal shoe.
Kevin Hart is clearly an incredible storyteller. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be so successful in comedy. Notice how he always sets up a story with something to keep you engaged or set the stakes. This is a hook to grab your attention and pull you into his world. Then he uses humor in the way that he speaks. His words that he uses, the tone, the cadence, everything he does. He's also actually pretty concise when he tells stories. He goes over the highlights, he doesn't add a lot of fluff, and when he does, it's usually for comedic relief. The key point is that everything he does is deliberate. Everything has a purpose so that it's never boring and it's never unengaging. And a key part of his storytelling and comedy is another thing that he does, which is acknowledge his insecurities.
I'm the one with the Napoleon complex.
So you think you have a complex about it?
I can't even say think. I can't be dishonest. I know I do. Because there's times where I'm thinking stuff that I don't know that she's thinking, but I'm thinking that she's thinking it just because of the way she's looking at it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, help me out.
It's like
what?
a sign, like, I feel like she doesn't respect me. Like, I can see her looking at me at times, like, I can take him if I wanted to. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you ever know when a person's
you know what? We all get
you.
that from our wives.
Like, and I can tell.
Taller than you? Is your wife taller than you? Is that a problem?
No, that would never happen. She's smaller than me. I couldn't date a woman taller than me. That's crazy. Why would I do that? Ladies, that doesn't make you feel funny. Like, if it's time for you to kiss your man goodnight and you gotta do this to your man, like, like you kiss me on the forehead. I had a girl pat me. I had a girl.
She didn't pat you on the forehead.
I swear to you, this girl patted me on the forehead.
If you've ever watched any of Kevin Hart's stand-up, you know that he talks quite a bit about how short he is. It's part of his regular routine. He completely owns it. He tells jokes, he makes fun of himself, and he allows the crowd to also laugh with him about it. Now imagine if this was something that he tried to hide, that he never talked about, and something that he was vulnerable to. If someone tried to make fun of him or insult him by saying you're short, it might hurt a little bit. But with how open he is about it, he would just say, yeah, I know. I joke about that all the time. And the person trying to insult him would look stupid. So this means that his insecurity cannot be used against him. The key takeaway for this is if you own your insecurities, they can't be used against you and you have nothing to hide, which allows you to be more confident and more charismatic. And this absolutely helps him with the next thing that he does, which is he's not afraid to have fun and be happy.
Yes. Now, have you always been like this? Have you always been this ambitious?
I'm a positive
always?
fucking guy, man.
But always?
Always.
Really?
I find a light in every dark tunnel. I will find a goddamn light, man. I hear it all. Listen, when I tell you the weight on my back is so heavy of all the stuff that I deal with, and I'm fine. The reason why I'm fine is because I'm genuinely happy.
Kevin goes on to talk about his family and how that is what makes him happy above anything else. So as long as they're good and happy, nothing else can penetrate that force field. This is something that people are naturally drawn to. Like he said, he'll find the light at the end of any tunnel. And in a world where there's so much negativity, to find someone truly like that who's kind and caring and has something bigger than himself that he cares about more than what other people think of him, and that will make you feel better about yourself, and that can have fun in a positive, carefree way, is truly a rarity. Now, before we get into the last one that will instantly boost your charisma, I have two bonus ones for you. Bonus number one, he looks put together. Now, what I mean by this is that he's always well-groomed and he dresses well. And by dress well, it doesn't mean that you need to be spending a lot of money on your clothes or a nice $20,000 watch. It just means that your clothes need to be clean, they need to fit your body. People that look put together and take care of themselves naturally radiate confidence and charisma, and it's something that other people are drawn to because we like people that look clean, well kept, and put together because it tells us that they take care of themselves. They're somebody that we want to be around and they look more successful. Bonus number 2, Kevin Hart is low-key jacked. Now, of course, when he's sitting next to The Rock, he doesn't look that big, but if you take a look at him, he actually is very, very fit. And whether people like it or not, this radiates confidence and charisma, and it shows people on a subconscious level that you are a disciplined, successful person. So even though this is something that may take some time and may not come instantly, it is something that you can start implementing to increase and elevate your charisma and your confidence because it's something that people notice and something that they are drawn to. But it's something that anyone can copy along with this next one, which will instantly boost your charisma. Number 4, body language.
Does she reassure you at that moment? No, I just,
Nah, that's where the disrespect comes in, man. She kind of just lets me go on with it. Like, she tells me I'm crazy, but at times I don't think I'm crazy. Like, sometimes people underestimate you when you small.
Kevin Hart is extremely open and inviting with his body language, making people feel very comfortable around him. Notice in this video how his body language is very open. He's not hiding himself away, which shows the other person that he's open to conversation with them. He also shifts his weight a little bit in this video so that he's able to get a little bit closer to the host and have a more personal conversation with him. He uses hand gestures to make points and drive points home, and he makes eye contact with the host during the most intense parts. His body language shows that he's completely present, engaged, and listening to the conversation that he's having. We often hear the term strong presence. Well, this is exactly how you have it, by being completely present with the person that you're having a conversation with. And really, the goal is to make them feel like the most important person in the world. Now that you know the secret to Kevin Hart's charisma, you need to know how to instantly be more confident. That's exactly why I made this next video. I'll see you over there.